Hey Aquarius, what's up guys? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot. Welcome into your week of the 11th through the 17th of September. How are you? Hope you guys are doing well. Do want to mention as always before we start, if you're interested in a personal reading, you can check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. You will find all that information in the first link in the description below. But Team Aqua, without further ado, let's get it started and let's see what's going on with you, man. What do we got showing up here for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus throughout the week of September 11th through the 17th. What's going to be the main situation going on here for the lovely Aqua gang? Starting out with the overall energy for you, we have here the Four of Pentacles. So Four of Pentacles showing up for you. You could be holding on to something that is maybe not necessarily worth holding on to any longer. As you can see here, there is the Four Pentacles that are showing up on the ship as the ship is burning away. So with the ship burning, it can be representing something exiting your life, but maybe you're not letting go of what is trying to exit. I feel like maybe from your perspective, you feel that by holding on to this, it's a good thing. You can try to keep something around, you can try to save it, but I think that something is exiting for the better. It's exiting so that it can make room for something to come in, but you might not be seeing that just yet. Having a look here at the current energy, Five of Pentacles, yeah, definitely experiencing the feeling of loss. So it's tricky and it's tough, right? Because I think that at any time we're going through a period of loss, we don't want to lose whatever that thing is. We don't want to let go of whatever that thing is. It takes a while and it takes us to get to the future essentially to see that this was the good thing, right? For example, let's say that we're losing somebody we love. It takes us to be with our next partner to appreciate the fact that that happened, right? So sometimes it's hard to trust the process because in the current moment, it's not something you want to let go of. It's hard to see the better thing that's coming in, especially when that better thing hasn't come in yet. But it is one of those situations here, Aquarius, where I feel like rejection's God's protection. Whatever's exiting your life is making room for something so much more wonderful. And you won't see it now, but you will see it later. That's how I pretty much want to put it. So Five of Pentacles here, definitely feeling the loss for sure. Looking at what you're dealing with at this time, Three of Swords. You know, it is a painful time. Okay, so this week does seem to be a little bit harsh and a little hard. It is painful here because I am seeing something exiting your life, and looking at the current outcome for you, the Nine of Swords, you're just going through it here mentally, emotionally, physically. It is going to be a difficult time. But to say the least, though, you have every right to feel the way you feel. Even though I'm telling you something better will come in for you, even if you don't see it now, that doesn't mean that I'm trying to invalidate your feelings, because I want you to know that it's okay that this sucks. It's okay that this is, doesn't feel good. Anybody experiencing loss deserves to be able to feel how they feel, and you guys are going to have a week of that for sure. I do think that it's going to be a week here of feeling the loss, going through a grieving period. And even though right now it may not help as much, things will be better for the future. But I would say be as present to your emotions as possible, right? This is going to be a week to process, to heal, to kind of look at the situation you're dealing with and accept it. And it may take some time here, and it might be a little bit of a rough one, but it's going to pass here for sure, guys, okay? Let's take a look here and see what the potential challenge for the week is. What do we have for the potential challenge? We have here the Queen of Pentacles. Really being able to be there for yourself, I feel, is what's kind of challenging for most Aquarians watching this video, because it's like you don't want to be there for yourself. You don't want to feel your feelings, because if you do, it makes everything real. And I totally understand that, especially having a lot of air elements in my chart. When you have to confront the truth of what's happening and you start to feel the feelings, it makes the experience so much more real. So it's hard to tend for yourself. It's hard to have self-care. It's hard to empathize with yourself at this time, because it's almost like you're trying to push yourself away from everything that's happening. And that is the challenge, right? The challenge about being there for yourself this week. It's pretty tough. But I really urge you guys, man, to connect with your emotions. I really urge you to just let it out, to just let yourself feel how you're feeling. If you are angry, be angry. If you're upset, be upset. If you need a good cry, cry that shit out. Whatever it is you're feeling, let those feelings show up and let them do what they need to do. Because the more that you avoid them or ignore them, the more not only do you postpone your healing, but the worse you end up making yourself feel. So the best way to show up for yourself this week is to actually allow yourself to just simply be in whatever energy you may show up in. Okay? That would be my best advisory there for you. Now, taking a look here forward as to what you can expect for the rest of the week, what else do we have here for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus throughout the rest of the 11th through the 17th. First card is an Eight of Pentacles. Next card here is the Death card. We have here the Ace of Swords, and we have here the Five of something. Let me see. The Five of Swords. There you go. Sorry, the glare in these cards sometimes can be super bad if you guys see that. But anyways, getting into it though, Eight of Pentacles here, Death card here. Yeah, you're going to be working here to kind of like accept the fact that things have changed. I think that you're trying to work on acceptance for sure, especially with the Ace of Swords, because Ace of Swords here is a card that represents a massive realization. It's about realizing where you're at, realizing what's happening, pretty much taking it all in. So this week, I feel like you're going to be spending a lot of time processing the situation you went through, processing the ending between you and somebody else. And it's going to take a lot of work here to process it. It's going to take a lot of work here to actually let yourself emotionally engage with this situation, because I feel like kind of like the default or by nature thing you may feel is detachment. It's like, I don't want to deal with this right now. I don't want to feel this way. I want to shut down. You know, you might be feeling that come out of you. But I think what's so significant this week is that you're choosing to fight that. Looking at what you're, looking at the next card, sorry, Five of Swords, it's like you're trying to fight off that defense mechanism of shutting down, because shutting down here is not going to help me. It's not going to help my situation. It's not going to help me move on. So I don't want to cause more damage or more harm to myself. I want to make sure that I get through this and get to a better place. So even though it's going to be tough, I need to go ahead and resist that energy of wanting to shut down at this moment in time. So I think that, definitely one of the big things to expect throughout the rest of the week is processing your situation, internalizing it, and just doing what you can to refuse from shutting down, even though it feels like that's what you really want and it might be calling your name. You're doing your best here to resist that at this time. Okay, moving along here forward. What else do we have in reference to what Aquarian peeps can expect this week? We have here the Queen of Wands, and we have here the Nine of Cups. I think that you're going to have lots of supportive people around you, which is wonderful. This could be your best friend with the Nine of Cups showing up here, your family, but there are going to be people here that are going to be doing their best to lift you up and make you feel better. So definitely prepare for plans and prepare to see people, Aquarius, even if you may not want to. I think your friends here are going to drag you out. You might get dragged out to the bar. You might be dragged out to go shopping. You might be dragged out to go to some sort of random event. I'm seeing a friend who has the most intricate, weird plans. It's like they come up to do some random crap all the time, and it's like, how do you find these things? But they're a fun friend. But it's like, do you want to go to a farm today, and you live in the city, and it's like, how the hell did you find this farm? That's apparently 20 minutes away, even though we live in the city. So it's one of those friends who could be really, really spontaneous, but they're spontaneous with the most unexpected plans ever. Okay, if that happens to be a person in your life, they're taking care of you this week. Okay, Aquarius. But I do feel strong support here about people in your life who care about you. They're trying to help your vibe. They're trying to raise you up. They're definitely doing what they can to put you in a good mood. So you got a lot of good support around you, which I'm very happy to see that for you guys. What else can Aquarian expect this week? The Lovers, and we also have here the Six of Pentacles. Or sorry, this is the Swords, so this is the Six of Swords. Okay, what I'll say here for you, Aquarius, is it definitely feels to me this week that what else you can expect is you can expect here people in your life to really, I already mentioned they're going to be doing what they can to lift you up, but they're also going to be doing what they can to communicate to you as transparent and as honest as possible. This isn't necessarily tough love, but these are people in your life telling you as it is. They're not going to BS. They're not going to sugarcoat. They're going to be listen, this is the situation you went through, but this is how you're going to help yourself, right? So I feel people being very honest with you, that love and care for you, giving you the best kind of way or the advice of how you can get through your tough time and the best course of action to go forward. So lots of advice coming in from people, lots of cheering up coming in, lots of support, but it's all going to be very raw, blunt, honest. There's not going to be any sort of sugarcoating involved, which I think air signs in general appreciate. So definitely see a lot of honesty coming in from the people surrounding you. All right, but that is what I'm seeing here so far for the main situation. And I am sorry for the Aquarians that are dealing with this, guys. I empathize with you because I think, I've certainly been here in my life. A lot of people have been here in their life where they lose someone or something that they heavily, heavily care about. And, maybe we weren't ready to let go. Maybe we weren't ready to change or have a change in our lives, but there is something here being cleared for room to be made for something new. And you will get to that point where you get to experience it. And I can't wait for that wonderful thing to come in for you guys nonetheless. All right, Aquarius, though, let's get into it. We're going to check out your career, love life, and personal life now. So let's jump into that. Going into career first, what do we got coming up here for Aquarius in reference to their career this week? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. First card out is the 3 of Pentacles, and the following card is the 10 of Pentacles. Hello, Aquarius, looking pretty good. I feel the hard work is paying off. I do want to mention, if you are a business owner, if you own your own business, whatever that business may be, you might see a pretty vital increase in business due to the hard work and many hours you've been putting into something. So if you've been releasing a new product or working on a new product, if you have been working on like a website, this could be like a successful thing. Like a lot of people really like a product. They really like your website, something of that nature. Like I'm feeling a lot of people liking something specific that you've created if you are your own business person. If you're not, if you are employed, this is the energy I feel as well, though, of like working really hard, and that hard work is starting to pay off because people are seeing you succeed. If you have a sales job, it's like you're coming up at the top of the sales. If you are a hard worker, you're getting lots of encouragement, you're getting lots of praise here from your higher ups, from your bosses. Like I'm feeling this energy of you sticking out in a good way, though, right? So hard work is paying off. People are definitely taking notice, which is going to help you in your career overall, which is fantastic. Now let's have a look here in love. We're going to start with single Aquariuses first. So for the single Aquarians, what's going on with you? We got here a King of Cups, and we got here an Emperor. Oh boy. I think that this is the vibe of like, I caught feelings and it sucks how not in control I am. So you caught feelings here for somebody, it feels, for the single Aquas. But with the Emperor card, it's like no matter how much you want to be in control of this and tell yourself that you could cut them off at any moment in time, I feel like you can't. I think that you really care for whoever this person is. So this week is interesting. I think you're coming to the conclusion of like, as much as I want to say that I could easily cut off this person, I don't know if that's actually the case. I really like somebody. So it might be the realization for single Aquarians this week, just how much you like someone. It might freak you out a little bit, but hey, it's not necessarily a bad thing. So for the single Aquas, I think you're coming to terms here about just how much you like a specific person and how much you want to continue investing in them going forward. 7 of Pentacles. So Aquarius, I'm also getting the sense here that it's mutual, though. So if you're a single Aqua, if you really like somebody, if you've been talking to them for a minute, I feel like they like you the same exact way. And even though it's a little scary to get vulnerable, vulnerability is what's going to create a depth of a connection, right? It's going to get deep and you and somebody can really resonate with each other. So don't be afraid, man. You know, own it, own your vulnerability. That's the best thing you can do in scenarios like that, right? All right, for the coupled Aquarians, what's up with you? What do we got for Aquarian couples coming into the week here of the 11th through the 17th? We have here the 5 of Cups, we have here the Sun card, and we have here the Ace of Cups showing up as well. For Aquarians that are already in relationships, I do get for some of you here with the 5 of Cups that it's been a bit of a disappointing time, but I think that there's some sort of re-spark happening here this week with the Sun card and the Ace of Cups. If you have kind of been lost in life, your person's been lost in life, I think that you both have been pretty distracted to the point where it's been hard to focus on your relationship. Maybe you, Aquarius, have been distracted with life, with work, with whatever, and you haven't really had a lot of time to see your partner, spend time with them. I feel like this week is where time is being made, and it is a week here where you're bringing in priority. I feel like both of you are, where you're prioritizing being around each other, fulfilling each other's needs and desires, and it's going to be a happy time to bring back that prioritization. You know what it feels like to me? Disappointment because you both have been busy. Maybe your person's been really busy with work. They've been really busy with something else, maybe school, if that's the case for some of you. But it's like, I'm so happy that now finally we both kind of have this free time and this downtime to reconnect. And with that being said, Aquarian couples are definitely looking a lot happier this week as there is more time for prioritization. Really good. Okay, moving on forward, Aquarius. Let's have a look here and see what's personally going on with you. What do we got personally showing up here for Aquarius throughout the week of the 11th here? What's going on with them personally? We have here the King of Wands. We also have here the King of Swords, and we have here the 7 of Swords showing up as well. So it's a week here where I think I mentioned this earlier about how there is this certain level of temptation, right, to be detached. You know, if something is going on that's hurting you, you don't want to feel the pain. It's kind of like I want to cut it off and not give a crap. So that mechanism, that defense mechanism, Seven of Swords, is showing up here. King of Swords showing up here is about balance. The King of Swords is about discipline. And the King of Wands can represent the energy of impulse, or the energy of, not distraction, there's another word I'm looking for. What is that word, and why am I blanking out on it? Either way, King of Wands is something drawing you in. Let's put it that way. Seven of Swords is deception. So essentially, this week I feel like you guys are being drawn in to the idea of wanting to shut down. Whatever stresses are coming in, whatever pain is coming in, it is overwhelming and intense. But even though you're being drawn in and feeling tempted, I think that was the word here, to shut down, you are holding your ground here with the King of Swords. So I feel like personally that's what's going on here for many of you. It's like, despite the temptation, despite how tempted I may be to say, F it, let me shut down, let me not worry about anything, let me deal with these problems and issues later, you are really staying on top of yourself here. You are really staying disciplined here with the King of Swords, making sure that you allow yourself to feel this week and to process everything in the ways that will help you and in the ways that will benefit you. Okay? So I love that for you. I really do. I think it's fantastic that you're aware at the fact that you're feeling tempted to shut down, but I also love that you're aware that that's not going to help you. So you're doing what you can this week, even if it's a challenge. Queen of Pentacles, remember, you're doing what you can this week, even if it's a challenge, to help yourself. Okay? Wonderful, Aquarius. Now, lastly, we're just hopping on into the overall outcome. So let's see what's going on over there. What's going to be the overall outcome here for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout the week here of the 11th through the 17th. What do we have here as the overall outcome for their week? And what do we got? We got here actually two cards, the Devil and the Wheel of Fortune. It is going to be the ending of this cycle, but it's also going to be the ending of a painful cycle, the ending of something here that does not serve you. The Devil doesn't serve you, right? And the Devil card showing up here, no matter how tempting it may be to still want the Devil around in your life, because hey, the Devil wears a red dress. The Devil can be attractive. The Devil can be something that seems so good for us, but can be so bad. At the end of the day, the Devil's still the Devil. And I feel here with the Wheel of Fortune, being able to let go of the cycle just is awesome, considering that you're about to align with something that's going to be angelic, you know? I mentioned it from the beginning, and I know that it may not be what people want to hear right now, because it's like, well, how does this help me now? Better things are coming. You might not see it now, and it might not help you now, but there is a better path for you. There are better days ahead, and that's what's going to come in. And that's why the Wheel of Fortune is here, because Wheel of Fortune says, let's clear out what isn't going to serve you. It might have served you temporarily. It might have served you till even the moment before whatever you had in your life exited your life, but it wasn't going to serve you forever. So whatever serves you is coming on in next for you. So expect better days ahead. All right, Aquarius? All right, guys. I love and appreciate you. I know it might be a little bit of a tough week. Really be easy on yourself, guys. Please don't be too hard on yourself or down on yourself. I know it's going to be a little bit of a struggle here. Once again, Queen of Pentacles, to take care of yourself, do the things necessary to allow yourself to heal, allow yourself to let go of any sort of pain you're experiencing this week. But know that there is a lot of support showing up for you. If no one knows what's going on, don't hesitate to reach out. Don't hesitate to message a friend, a family member, somebody you can trust, somebody you can vent to. I'm sure there are people here that want to support you, want to take you out, keep you busy, put you in a good vibe, and show you lots of love here too. All right? You're very loved and supported. And even though this situation might suck, it is going to be something that turns around for the better for you. And I think it's also going to kind of show you a sense of appreciation for the people in your life that do care about you, because as you may be going through it, there are people here that want to help you through it too. And it's beautiful to recognize that. And I do feel like you'll be quite appreciative of those people too. All right, Aquarius, I love you. Thank you for letting me read for you. Of course, if you enjoyed today's video, please do leave a like and a comment down below. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I'd be happy to welcome you here into my soul family. So thank you in advance to any of you guys who do. If you want a personal read, that's the first link in the description below. But have a great week, guys, and I will see you all in the next one. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.